Don't you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special.
We were all born different, even those that look alike, even twins of differences and can be identified.
Welcome to the Ava Show. My name is Davina Duthard. I am your host, and I am accompanied by my beautiful co-host,
Samantha Bowie.
Kendra Shoemaker. Deanna Colbert.
Today we have an incredible guest. I mean it this time, okay? You've seen him in Saw 2, Gifted, Menace to Society. I remember that one growing up. And none other than South Central. Please give a warm welcome to Glenn Plummer. When we come back from break, we will have him in the hot seat. And DJ X-Ray, whoa, almost forgot about you, baby. DJ X-Ray, take it away.
Don't know what you've been through, but I hope you get through. I can be a friend who is someone you can vent to when it feels this world's against you and you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special. Don't you friend who is someone you can vent to when it feels this
I'm all
world's
in my feelings
against
right
you.
now. I can just sit here and watch you. We don't even have to talk. Man, Glenn, you are an incredible actor. Tell us, what got you into acting? What was your inspiration?
Honestly, I think I was about 8 years old, and I grew up in a pretty dicey neighborhood. I was one of them kids. Ain't gonna go into that, but I used to watch this TV show, on Hill Street Blues, and a couple other ones, and I always remember that I didn't think young black men were being represented the way they should be on TV, and I think when I was really young, I remember saying to myself, if they want to see what young black men really are, I could show them.
I like that.
And that was something that I put in my head as a young kid, and I think somewhere that sparked something inside of me, that made me want to go do it. And here I am.
That's cool.
You have the talent, though. It's like you're just. It's not that you just, because we interview a lot of actors, but you are just a stellar actor. So for you to take that from a kid at 8 years old and to become what you've become, you've worked in, you've have been in a lot of projects and you've had an incredible career. What do you attribute it? Because there's a lot of really good actors out here, but what do you attribute to your longevity and you've been here like at least 3 decades, right?
I used to lie a lot. I used to lie a lot when I was a child. No, I mean, yes, but what do I attribute that to? I attribute that to a well-rounded life. Grew up on welfare, but I was gifted. So, I would wake up in the morning and walk down my block with my hat tilted to the side and, with my face on. And then once I got on the bus, I could straighten it up and put on my happy face and go to school. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have to go to school in my neighborhood after a while when it became pertinent to have those attitudes. I don't know, then growing up, I was all over the place, man. I never listened to anybody. I always followed my own mind. I went wherever I wanted to go. I got beat a lot. I'm not literally beat, but me and my mom had issues. Me and my dad had issues because I used to just follow my own mind, so.
Do you think a lot of your life experiences, as well as you growing up in the neighborhood that you did, helped you when you played in the role, you had your role in South Central?
Yeah, absolutely. See, here's my thing. A lot of people can put on a face. But if you've actually experienced something or been around, like really close to something, then you can recall it from sense memory. One of my cousins, God, I'm about to tell y'all some stories. So one of my cousins, they used to call him Two Guns in our neighborhood. They called him Little Al, right? And he was horrible. He was just one of them. He had 3 brothers, and I could go anywhere in Richmond because of these brothers, his brothers, my cousins. And unfortunately, he, came across a situation where he had been smoking some PCP, and he got into an altercation with a man who owned a liquor store, and the man ended up dying. That's how they would spin it if it was on our side. But in the paper, it said he murdered the dude, whatever. But so he went to jail for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
He found God and came out a preacher.
That's amazing.
So I had that right next to me. When I did South Central, it wasn't that hard. I knew how he grew up. I don't know, I had found God and did all those things. I just didn't kill anybody. So, it wasn't that hard to relate to because I guess it was part of my life. And also, okay, here we go again. I'm pretty much an activist at heart. I have a messiah complex. You guys can put that out there or just cut it if you want. No, seriously.
No.
And, I know the world I lived in was horrible. And, young black men needed their fathers. I made that movie for that reason. I really did. And a lot of people was like, oh, was it the money? Was it the fame? No. I made a deal with God. I made a deal with God. That sounds kind of pompous, doesn't it? No, I didn't make a deal with God, but I said to God, I don't care if I make money, right? I don't care, but as long as people see it, as long as it gets out there, as long as the message is heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense,
So it's
South
mission,
Central,
it's
No,
mission
that's
oriented.
that's cool.
yeah, man. I mean, wow, boy, I wish I could sit here and just tell you all the stories about my life, but
We got time, baby.
it's an all around, it's horrible, man. I don't think there's enough love in this world.
Oh, that's true.
And I don't mean now, I meant when I made the movie. Now I know there ain't enough love.
yeah,
There ain't no love in this
definitely
world now. Men hate women
relevant
and
now.
women hate men. Don't nobody know what gender they want to be these days. All kind of crazy,
It's kinda cool.
segregated nonsense going on in this planet that, we have to deal with. So yeah, there's not enough love in this world, man. And I think everybody need a SS and a B. For lack of better terms, that's short for shit, shaving, and bathe, and a reset and start over. You know what I mean? Yeah. For real. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, kick back, and start over. So that's just me. I mean, now y'all don't want to hear this. Ask me something.
No, I love that. I actually believe 100% that we need a full reset.
I know, but I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I think we need a full reset.
You just ask me anything you want. I'm an open book. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something real personal when we come back from break.
Woo.
I'm only
Did I
kidding.
just-
Okay. We'll be right back with more Glenn Plummer.
Don't you forget you're special.
Hey, you are special, and don't forget it. Distant, but in person they act like I have a
And we are here
Just
with
remember that they
none
make
other
their
than
own
Glenn
decisions.
Plummer. I'm not going to ask you anything personal, but I'm going to ask you a little bit. You're a dancer? Was that too personal?
Nah, man. Like, why you ask me that though? You gonna bring up that movie Showgirls?
I wanted to ask about that actually.
Are you a trained dancer?
No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No,
It's
I'm
always
not.
the trained dancers that say, "Oh, I'm not that good," and then they like freaking kill it.
No, it's not that. Okay, so, here's the thing. Going to school, my mom wanted me to be a doctor. I decided I wanted to be an actor. I had to go home and have that conversation with my mom. Boom. So I started acting. I went back to college and I started acting. And at the same time, I started building sets. Like I can clean any one of these Berkeys, Licos, lay this dance floor. I used to build trust and things like that.
Oh,
but
that's
I
cool.
also had to learn how to dance because I did a lot of stage before I came to Hollywood, like a lot of stage. And so, I had a friend, Mandisa, who was like my little dance mentor, and she took me into dance. I used to wear leggings.
I want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that.
And cut the T-shirt and hang it off the shoulder. I can't believe I just said that. No, true story. So my very first dance recital was to Michael Jackson's Beat It.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I laid dance floors for the Berkeley Ballet Theater for a long time because one of the guys who worked in the tech shop with me, Alex Nichols, his mom, Sally Street, owned the Berkeley Ballet Theater. And so she came and saw us in a performance one day, and I think she had one other black ballet dancer in her company, male ballet dancer in her company. So when she saw me, she wanted me to join the Berkeley Ballet Theater, and I didn't because I really couldn't get my mind around putting on those tights. Like
To this day.
In dance class, you had dance pants, right?
True, yeah.
But them tights,
Different.
couldn't wrap my mind around. I'm serious. It's the only reason I didn't, because I know she would have took me, trained me, and who knows? You know, her daughter, Akira Nichols, was a prima ballerina for the New York City Ballet.
That's
for a long time,
amazing.
you know what I mean? And so she, who knows? I might have, if I'd have went and did that whole training process and everything,
Aside from Showgirls, have you danced or performed in any of the films in that way? Like,
No.
no?
Just that one.
Would you do it again?
Not again.
Yeah, would you?
Would I
Would
do
you
it
do
again? I would
something
absolutely
like-
do it
oh,
again,
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you wear some tights?
I mean, in this day and age, yeah, a nice pair, Lululemon.
Okay.
Dance pants. I'll put some
Why not?
I'll put some Lululemon dance pants. I don't know, man,
I did have a question too. You mentioned how a lot of your career you kind of stepped into something maybe you didn't see as a kid, like in films. Do you feel like in the roles that you played, and have you been able to fulfill something that your childhood self would have been like, I wish I would have seen that like in a movie or like on
Well,
screen?
you know what? Part of the reason why I think I've been so successful is, just a thing called stereotyping. Because they don't let us as black actors step too far out of character
Right.
unless we've had a certain type of training and we've assimilated to a certain style. For me, either or is fine. I mean, there's nothing I've done on television that I haven't been ultimately very close to in my life. And I think I can honestly say that. Played a doctor, that might have been a little stretch, but no, I was in pre-med school. Played a homeless guy, never been homeless, but when I was in LA proper, I lived in downtown LA and I used to step over dead people
Wow.
in 1985 and 1986. I used to watch dudes shoot up, like from my window. They would shoot up and they get so high they couldn't even get the needle out of their arm. This was in '86. They'd be sitting on the curb like this with the needle in the arm, and the police would come by and come take the needle out the arm, whatever, and just leave them sitting there, like no big deal.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Have you
Oh,
found
yeah,
it?
they didn't-
Have you found it easier to memorize lines or scripts or book roles when you're able to relate to the character more?
Yes, absolutely. There's some things that flow off the tongue.
Yeah.
I found in my career that writers who tell the truth, you often have an easier time delivering those lines than writers who just are trying to get a point across or just, you know what I
There's
mean,
still
have an
space or
agenda.
something
It's like a writer who's trying to write funny,
Right.
right? Or
Right.
instead of writing
being
the
authentic.
dichotomy of the irony in what he's writing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And allow that to be funny, It's that kind of
Have
thing.
you ever written anything yourself?
Yeah, I've written a lot. I write all the time. I have a few scripts that I've, put my personal touch on. I have a friend calling me right now that wants me to read a script, and I'll get right to that, Brandy, if you see this.
Does the inspiration just come randomly?
Uh-huh.
Does the inspiration just come randomly, or do you search for it and you kind of like sit down and brainstorm?
No, you know what inspires me to write? Things I haven't seen. Right? Because I know I've been in Hollywood for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I've seen all kind of movies. I have a script sitting right now that I know they haven't written. It's sitting on my desk right now.
Wow.
And I got another one, a sequel to the South Central movie you brought up that I kind of co-wrote with a friend named Hank. Co-wrote with a friend named Hank. And then, there's a few others. Like, I want to bring back Coffee. I want to bring back Cleopatra Jones.
Oh,
I want to
yes.
bring back that black female icon. Little boys can have that, that calendar
Yeah.
girl
The archetype.
that we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have that anymore. You know what I mean? They don't do it. I mean, they just don't do that anymore. But you know, we kind of don't. You know, there's nothing there for her.
I agree with you. I think it's time for
You know, I'm like I said, I'm somewhat of an activist in my.
we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hang in there. We'll be right back with more Able Show and Plummer.
Won't let you. If you ever get scared, then I'll protect you. When you feel like quitting, I won't let you. I'm saying this because to me you are. Always test
Welcome
you.
back, and thank you for joining us again. We are here with Glenn Plummer, and we were talking about he's bringing back some of these old pictures from the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
So not necessarily. Yes, I do want to bring back. I just want to bring back that iconic character that you pointed out. You know, that Cleopatra Jones, coffee ground. I want to see that character on screen.
And the reason I want to see that character on screen is because I wrote this script called The Sacrifice a while ago, long time ago, back in like 95 or something like that. And I'd had a meeting with Halle Berry. We met at a Jerry's one day, and I was telling her about it. And she was quite interested, and then she got a James Bond movie, and then that went out the window. Yeah, I just, you know, I just want to see that character come back. You know, so I don't know, man. But I mean, like, for instance, I Salt, Columbiana, you know, all these Atomic Blonde, like all these movies you see, right? And you see these women doing these things, and they're kind of unbelievable. The script I wrote, there's nothing in that movie that this girl does to these men that you can say she couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely 100% real, believable, and you know, she gets to the same conclusion that all these other female-powered, you know, movies gets to, but you know, yeah.
So that's part of your, this idea behind this character, or bringing back this character, it's like it's part of your activism.
Yeah, because I'm kind of a, I'm kind of a self-proclaimed feminist. Self-proclaimed. I see, I'm telling y'all way too much. But I've always had this idea growing up that women were God manifested in the physical.
We are. But
Okay, I'm just saying, you know, and I'll leave that right there because there's only one thing that creates life,
right.
right? That
Right.
created life, I should
Right.
say. And then there's the multitude of women on this planet that create life, right? So I've always had that in the back of my head, you know, and I've always believed that I think if more men thought like me, you know, it would, you know, like I said, there's not enough love on this planet.
Are there any parts that that you haven't played yet in whether television or film that you would love to play? And also, are there any actors that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
Wow.
You've worked with so many people.
I know, but you kind of stumped me just now. Okay, actors I haven't worked with that I'd like to work with right now.
I know we put you on the spot.
What's his name? Giovanni Ribisi? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, him. I
Okay.
want to work with him.
Uncle Gianni. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of that one.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously. I mean, but you know, just in general, like there's a few of them out there that I'd love to get in front of the camera with, but his name pops up first. So,
How about any females to maybe like fill that role that
well, you
you're
know what?
speaking of?
In all honesty, I've worked with some pretty dope women. So, you know, that's kind of been, because, you know, see, now I gotta kind of put I do, because I gotta kind of put a judgment out there, you know what I mean?
Or you can give us a
I did
list
a
of
movie
like
called
top
Ruby's
3.
Bucket of Blood, right? With Angela Bassett, back in the day.
Love Angela.
So there, like what other black actress in the, who else do I need to work with? Right? I work with Michelle Pfeiffer, you know what I mean? Like, I've been around a bunch of good ones, man. I can't, and
Can't
that's
top
not
it.
to say the rest of them aren't any good, but, just for me, yeah, I've been around some really, Charlize Theron. I'd love to work with her. Charlize. Yeah, y'all help me out, because if I say the name wrong,
I know
it's going to sound weird.
Cool.
South Africa.
Charlize
What do
Theron.
you think about the acting industry now versus how it's been? Because you've been in it for so long.
See, that's a loaded question because I could give you the surface, sugar-coated, kind of they're only doing hero movies now, and Jessica Chastain is like, that's another one I'd like to work with. It's kind of, right there, and then Emma Thompson is like right up there, you know what I mean? Like there's those that just pop off my head. I'm sure there's others, but I'm sitting under these lights and y'all looking at me and staring at me. Got me nervous. But no, you know what I mean? But so yeah,
Well, I said we didn't have to talk. We could just stare.
no, it's fine. I just, and what do I think of acting now as opposed to before? I think that there was a lot of causes, lack of a better word. There was a lot of causes when I was coming up in this game.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, oh God. I don't know. What do I mean by when I say that? Like the cause I was on, young black men and old black men need to go get their young black sons and prepare them for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And things like that, Nowadays, I think there's just a lot of confusion out there, man. That's why they're only making cartoons and superhero movies, because they don't really know where the teeth is anymore. Because it's a lot of horror, and you know what I mean? Where's the life in acting? Where's the real life in acting?
Do you think social media has played a part in the change?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
I know it played a part for me. Okay, for instance, I'm always on Instagram.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's like, what? Why are you always on Instagram? I don't know why I'm always on Instagram. But I do know why I'm always on Instagram, because every 15 seconds, you get a burst of serotonin.
Right.
Literally, it's like, ooh, what's the next one gonna be? And what's the next one gonna be? And what's the next one gonna be, right? So now you got kids coming up with that. From the jump, from the start. They don't want to sit through a 30-minute short. They don't even want to sit through a 15-minute short.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? They want those 15-second bites. And I know, because now my dreams come like that. I'll have a dream, 15 seconds later, I have another, okay, not that, but I'll have, before, I would have 2 dreams in a night and wake up.
Yeah.
Now I have like
Multitude.
8, 15, like it's so crazy, because I'll dream about something and I'll be dreaming about something else, and in my sleep I'll sit there and go, what was that last dream about? I gotta remember what that last dream was about. What was that dream about? I'm thinking I'm getting Alzheimer's in my sleep.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's what Instagram.
It's like
that's
you're
what
half asleep and you're trying to remember your dream.
that's what it, I know it does that to my brain. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only
Oh
one.
yeah,
for
you'll
sure.
find
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Totally distracting.
But then again, there's a lot of garbage on social media.
Oh,
Right.
yes,
Right?
yeah.
But every once in a while, you find that thing and you go, ooh, I didn't know, let me research that. And then you find a rabbit hole to go down. Like, I love going down rabbit holes. And that rabbit hole is deep. Yeah, you get to go all the way down the rabbit hole, right?
So speaking of the differences, though, do you think it's a result of the training that actors get today? Do you think it's any different from?
I don't think the training has changed.
okay.
And you go to Juilliard, you go to New York University, you go to California Institute of the Arts, all the same old heads there, teaching acting and putting you through the same rigmarole that they put everybody else through. Theater is theater.
Right.
Acting is acting. You know what I mean? Like you can't change it. You can't fake it. Right? It's kind of one of the universal languages, like 1 + 1 = 2. When you're in front of the camera, you're either telling the truth or you're not. Right? So, astrology is going to be astrology no matter what happens. Those stars are going to line up the same
way.
Regardless. A C note is a C note everywhere in the world. C sharp is a tone that children tease each other in all over the world, and they've never met each other. Nah. They all do it. All children, the same tone. It's universal, right? This is something that we know. Acting, you can't change it. It is what it is, you know? And it's always going to be that until they start doing AI, and then you're going to get,
changes.
you know, that robotic, and it's not going to look robotic, but it's going to feel robotic, right?
So we were talking, what projects do you have now? We were talking about the film you have out.
Oh, well, okay, so I just did this movie with, well, I didn't just do it, I did it a year ago. It just came out. It's called Bang Bang. Tim Blake Nelson, myself, Andrew, oh, he's gonna hate me. Nina, she's gonna hate me because I don't remember last names. But actors that were in the movie with us, you know, and, you know, it was a pretty good project. And it's, I think it's still in the theaters, maybe not. Vincent Bradshaw directed it, and the writer's gonna hate me because I can't remember his name. But yeah, it's out right now. Probably going to streaming maybe, you know. And then there's another movie that I have to finish next month that I've been doing for the last year called Even a Just Man Falls with this guy, director Mark Boyd. We'll be done, you know, sometime in December, and hopefully that'll come out soon.
Very cool.
You know, so yeah, I mean, I'm continually working all the time. I just did a movie in Miami. I don't even remember the name of it. That's how much I work.
Yeah, no, you're incredible. We asked one of our earlier guests if they could work with any other actor that they haven't worked with, and they said, I'd want to work with Glenn Plummer again.
He said that?
He said that, yeah.
Wow, you guys are gonna make me blush.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fantastic. So.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
If you don't mind.
Oh, please.
So, is the shoes, man, come on. What's happening?
You like them?
No, they're amazing. I'm just sitting here going, wow, this show is about shoes. It ain't really about me. It's about the shoes. It's about the shoes, man.
We love our shoes for sure.
Well, nah, I'm just, you know, how can I not? Look at those things.
Yeah,
Those
they're
expensive.
quite a bit, yeah.
Those are subtle but sleek. Still shoes, you know? When they went with the big heels, you're stiletto in it, but you know, you have very, well, I ain't gonna say that, but those stilettos look good on your feet. And you guys went with the big heels, you know what I mean? But you see, the big heels are loud. She's got gold, she's got the colors, you know, and I'm visceral, so I see all that. You know?
So tell us, how can the audience get in touch with you? How can they find you on Instagram? Since you're on there scrolling all the time.
Well, I'm on Instagram a lot. I got a Facebook page. It's under my name, Glenn Plummer. My Instagram is Glenn818, 2 N's. If, just for all y'all interested, you know, don't DM me. Just don't. But you can. No, seriously. Yeah, this is good though.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
truly
me.
appreciate it.
This
It's a
was
pleasure
awesome.
having you here.
Ooh, I got scared when I sat down.
You got scared. Anyway, thank you for watching the Able Show, and we will see you next week.
I can be a friend who is someone you can vent to when it feels this world's against you and you forget you're special.
Don't you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special.
You know some days of life will play the villain right. You know some people might just wanna kill your vibe. When you're looking in the mirror and you're feeling fly, and your smile don't match what it is you feel inside. Is it pride, something you conceal that you won't say aloud? Listen, I will always be with you just to hear you out. When in doubt, remember we always got